Hi guys, this is Zakin Bolander, the legend at the CCC Open, or the Clackamas Open. And in this video, I'm joined by my dad.
Hello.
On Facebook, I did a poll. I was like, should my dad join me for my next video? And I was already planning on having him anyways, but I wanted to see that everyone was on the same page, so yeah, unanimously, everyone was like, yeah. So, Dad's on the video, and he's going to be reacting with me. So, without further ado, let's go to the verse of the day first, which was from a video I did like a week ago. Hello, guys. So, this is the verse of the tournament. Ether, chapter 6, verse 3. And I'll read 2 as well. For it came to pass, after the Lord had prepared the stones, which the brother of Jared had carried up into the mount, the brother of Jared came down out of the mount, and he did put forth the stones into the vessels which were prepared, one in each end thereof, and behold, they did give light unto the vessels. And this is the verse. And thus the Lord caused stones to shine in darkness, to give light unto men, women, and children, that they might not cross the great waters in darkness. And it goes on and it talks about how they cross those waters in these ships to go to the Americas, and they had mountain waves going upon the ships, and they were stuck in darkness because the ships were like boxes, like they were sealed tight and shut, and they never knew what was gonna happen, but the water never ceased to blow them to the promised land, and they always had that light in there from the Lord. And that's just kind of the moral of the story with this story. You know, you can have faith in the Lord because even when things are scary, because you know the Lord already gave you light. And so if you can see when the Lord gives you light in your life, then it can give you the faith to endure any other thing that he puts you through or allows you to go through. And it says in the next verse, they commended themselves unto the Lord. What do you think of that, Dad? Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's motivational.
So yeah, that was the verse of the tournament at Clackamas. Let's go. Hoorah! Okay, now with the verse of the day out of the way, now we're gonna go into my first match of the tournament. So we start off just kind of some normal wrestling. Then he shoots on me. And so first of all, right here, my coach, I get a chin whip position on him. I let him peek his head through, okay? You're going to see that right here. My coach is like, you can't let his head up. You can't let his head up.
I agree.
And luckily, I managed to avoid it off, and we went back to the middle. But yeah, I'm gonna watch out for that. Anytime the guy gets his head out here, I'm gonna make sure to bail from that point on. It's not worth keeping the headlock if, you know, the guy's head pops out. Chin whips work sometimes, but I think I've
gotta keep him broke down on that front headlock position.
Yeah.
And he took a big step, and his leg was right by his head, even though it was on the other side of where you had the arm and the neck. But
where was the big step? Like, where?
Go back. Okay, so.
Oh.
He does it several times. He takes a big step. His legs right next to his head.
Oh,
You could also, right there, see right there. So you could also, with your other hand, reach under his body and grab his far arm, and
cradle.
then you could leave his head and go to his leg, and you could cradle him that way or have him close to a cradle. It'd be, if you were safe about it,
Right
you could
there, I
make
might
that
have been able to
adjustment.
get a cradle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's just my way of thinking. Anytime, if I have a front headlock on somebody, anytime someone takes a big step and their legs right by their head, I'm looking for a
always
way
at
to
least
switch.
try.
I'm looking for a way to switch and grab that leg, especially if their legs within like a foot of their neck.
Mm-hmm.
If you can react fast, you can catch them in a near side.
All right. Oh, here we go.
You got your foot there. That's what I was talking about earlier. You stepped to fake him, but he took advantage of that step. So
Yeah.
I think if you would have stepped and had your body in front of your leg a little bit when you did your step fake, then his attempt to ankle pick you would have been dangerous.
Mm-hmm. The other thing is, I've been working on this. I've seen this weakness. A few guys exploited it. Now what I do when I take that fake step forward, because that's kind of what that was. I was
Yeah.
trying to like do some setups. I always bring it back so quickly now.
Yeah.
Like I'm always watching when I take that step. And I think it's paying a lot of dividends.
That's
and
a
yeah,
lot.
the
That's a lot of what grappling and wrestling is about. Is finding where you get exploited and making adjustments for the next time, and quickly making adjustments from match to match. That's what develops a good wrestler into a great or a champion caliber wrestler, because you no longer have, I don't want to say any, but you don't have nearly as many weaknesses, so you're much more difficult to exploit.
yeah. So the two things right there, take my leg back quicker, but then the other thing is keeping my upper body like more ready for it too. And I mean, both of those things I was watching for. My dad told me, this week about that, and I remembered that as I was wrestling throughout this week. So, yep, there's a learning experience. I mean, I did that to a guy too. Those ankle picks, crotch breakdowns, crackdowns, they happen all the time. That was a beautiful mat return on his part.
Yep, got his hips.
The guy,
Got his hips involved. It's good technique.
the guy's leg reading me now. I tried getting him off of me.
Yep, it's a big part of leg riding.
We worked on leg rides a lot recently.
Yeah, from this view, you look like you had him close to reversal or dump, but it's hard to see on the other
Yeah.
side what's going on with the power half and head and arm control on his part.
And that was time of the period, I think. I honestly think the ref would have gave me loss of control, or gave loss of control if it was still going. I don't think he had me still. Yeah. But basically with the leg out, we've been working on kind of like a spin out / putting the leg away series. I'll probably go over it more some other time, but yeah, we worked on leg rides recently.
Yeah. You looked like you wanted to go for a cradle, but then you changed your mind. A lot of times to lock up good cradles, you have to be kind of
Oh,
light.
yeah.
You have to be kind of light. Drape
Really?
yourself over them.
That's probably the biggest thing I
Yeah.
don't do.
So
I feel like I always get heavy and awkward.
yeah, and in that particular instance, you could have either like pressed your hips into him and spiral rode him to keep him broke down, or you kind of float on him. And sometimes you can catch him in a cradle because it kind of gives him the impression that, oh, there's no pressure, I can just stand up. And if he stands up and his head's close to his leg, you can, if you're savvy enough, you can literally drape over him and catch him in a far side cradle and literally somersault, and he'll just roll with you and you'll cradle him. Now, obviously, it's risky because if you drape over him and you miss, or you don't get it in time, then he's going to reverse you or something, or you're going to fall down and he's going to jump on you. He's going to get 3. But
So this,
yeah, some things to consider when you're on top.
so this exchange right here, I try getting a takedown. It's a weird position. And then he kind of gets me in danger. Oh crap,
Yeah,
he's
he was
looking
for a cradle.
for a spladle actually,
Oh,
but
spladle.
yeah,
Okay.
similar. So crap, he got some near fall there, and then I think I get a reversal. Nope, I get nothing. Oh, got his leg. We worked on this a lot recently.
Yep,
Specifically,
yep.
where you can kind of golf swing his leg out,
Yeah.
like you're golfing, and you swing his leg out and then shelf it,
Yeah.
and it
And
works pretty well.
The other thing I see there with him bent over is you have control of his leg with your legs. There's a chance you could swim with your right arm and drag his head down, and you might be able to get the takedown that way too. That might have been something.
What?
Well, you could reach over the top
Oh
with your
yeah,
right
I could have
arm
tried
and
flipping him over, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
because you had control of his leg with both your legs, which is a very strong hold. There's a lot of power there. And then if you would have reached over with your right hand on top of his head, only thing he really had was a whizzer to defend your whole body pinching his leg, and the power of your lats pulling his head down when he's already bent over, plus he's standing on one leg. There's a high probability that you would have dragged him to the floor right there.
Down. I get in these positions a lot. I kind of like
Yeah.
them. Starting to get pretty
Yeah.
familiar with them.
Kind of your back's pushing his back to the floor, and then when you're comfortable enough, you can let go of the leg and spin back in, and had him in side control, or maybe even hooked his leg as you were spinning with one of your legs and did almost like a Turk.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a chance you could have.
Yeah, I haven't
You
turked
coulda
too
got
many
him
guys.
there,
That's
too.
something I could look out for.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go here. So I get the reversal. I try to cross wrist tilt him. Whoops. That's kind of a dog water cross
Yeah.
wrist tilt. He's
Yeah,
looking for back points for the other guy, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's something you got to practice. I wouldn't do that until you're more comfortable with it.
Here's what my thought process was here. Lower body attack, and then head and arm throw. And that actually almost worked. I could have got him, I actually fell over him. I messed up the throw, so I kind of overthrew him, over-rotated. I didn't expect him to, like, kind of fall like that. The falling was the weird part. I expected to, like, really have to power him through, and then anticipating that much power, and then he just falls over. I kind of overextend. But then I go in for a fireman right here. Should have kept on circling, go for a single leg or a double leg and ran that. That actually would have been better after that, I think. The somersault, I think funk works sometimes. But then, you know, your boy lost the match.
Yeah, you're pretty tired by then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. On to match 2.
You face that guy again. This is another guy you could have beat. It's just a matter of making the right decisions. None of these guys you've lost to, you've been outclassed.
That's true.
There's some guys you see lose and you just know right away, like, yeah, that guy's miles and miles away from that guy that's losing as far as his technique and his ability and his tactics. But when you lose, you always have the opportunity, you always have the potential to beat guys that you've lost to, at least what I've seen so far.
Yeah, you're right. Even in some of the matches where I get teched, I have some moments, and we're actually going to see that later.
In other words, I have yet to see you wrestle a Jaden.
Jaden Skellinger, yeah. For those of you that don't know, he's going to Lehigh right now, and I wrestled that guy. I did a good job against him, too.
Even him, you could catch him, but the chance of you catching him and doing something pretty low.
Daisy, come. Come on. Daisy. Daisy.
She's by the garage. She don't like those stairs, I guess.
Come on. Screw it. Now I'm gonna have a cake pop. Not in the video though. It's hard to make these videos short, huh?
Yeah.
All right, match 2.
So this guy's pretty savvy. He gets in on your leg pretty good.
Oh! We're gonna redo this whole thing. Wait, say that again. The savvy part.
Alright, so this guy's pretty savvy. He's got really good takedowns. Has you in a good single leg. Does
and
a
then,
trip.
Oh!
And off of his trip, you put your knee into him and
Well, get him on his back.
Side bridge and have him in a crucifix off of his takedown.
You gotta go potty? Come on.
Papa, we're doing a video. She just went potty. I just let her out.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
It's okay.
Looking for food.
Okay.
Hang on. Oh, God. No.
The little thing's open.
Yeah, this is some Bo Nickel stuff right here.
Yeah.
So, tell me, this isn't similar to this. Look at this comment. Oh, so he's a wrestler now? Most of these people don't even know what they're saying. So, tell me this is not some Bo Nickel stuff. Miles marching, gets a takedown on him. Bo Nickel kicks his leg back, gets Miles on his back. That's what inspired my move right there. That right there. I saw Bo Nickel kick his leg back, and I was like, I'm going to kick my leg back. And it worked. It worked.
Yeah, that's how we sweep a lot of people in submission grappling or jiu-jitsu, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a lot more off your back than most people think. It's like any technique, single leg, whizzer.
Okay. Right here. Look. It's because I kicked my leg back.
Yeah, you use your knee to nudge his body over you, and then you already had control of.
And that's all it takes
both
sometimes.
of his arms.
Mm-hmm.
You had control of his one arm with your leg and the other arm with your upper body. All you needed to do was nudge his body over your head and then roll into him. That's exactly what you did.
Yeah. I like how you like talk about the specifics, like the knee and the elbow. Like when I talk about moves, I kind of just like, I don't really talk about the joints as much. I think it's cool how you do that. It's very descriptive, and I think it's part of what makes you a pretty good coach. Or part of what makes you a great coach. Yep. So the score is 0-0 here, and I'm like, okay, fine, no near fall.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
We've been talking about that for a long time. I don't understand how the ref didn't notice that guy was on his back for what, 2-3 seconds, getting controlled. To me, that's no different than a tilt as far as criteria.
And I could have just got a takedown, or at least tried. I wanted to get near fall more than anything. So, yep, just wrestling. Boom, he doubles me again. The way he got that double leg.
Yeah, he was good. He had great shots.
Lately, I've been paying a lot of attention. Look, his arms go down, not up. He goes in and down.
Yep.
In and down. Boom.
It helps negate the down block.
Tries to tilt me here. Doesn't get it there. Gets it here though. We go out of the round, or out of the circle. Then we go out of the circle again. This time he blasted me all the way to the wood. And honestly, okay, this guy wasn't as much as a jerk as I kind of thought he was, but he was still kind of a punk.
He was trying to be a bully.
Yep. And I was like, I can't let this guy get away with this. I love that shot. Didn't work again, but
Yeah.
gets another takedown. I try identifying his mat.
To work.
So he's mat returning me. I was kind of looking to go on top of him, but after he tried a couple of times, I was like, no, like let's just get the escape. Well, Guess I didn't get the escape. Or did I? No, I got it. Sweet. And then I shot him out of bounds. I just want to reset. Time. And, yep, here we go. This guy's been a punk to me the entire match. He's beating me 12-4. And, like, I can't let him get away with this. So let's get him on top. So I hook in that Iowa. Try getting an arm bar. Cross wrist tilt. I'm also like, if he scissors his legs over, I might do my bread and butter. And then, boom.
You made the fatal mistake, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Part of the reason why you're so good at that is...
Boom. Oh yeah. That's gonna be the shot of the video.
There it
And
is.
boom.
Yeah, I was just saying, part of the reason why you're so good at that is because when you and I roll, with all my submission grappling
jujitsu,
background,
yeah.
I like to use my,
Look
I
how
like to
hard
play-
he fights.
yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. At that point, I know it's...
And look at this guy. He's over here clapping, but then he's like, wait, no.
Yeah.
How about I stay out of this? But I thought it was kind of cool.
I'm pretty good.
There were
I'm pretty
people
good
that
at
were
fighting
fans.
off my back, and every time,
Yeah, he's tough.
like 99% of the time, you get me in that same position, I can't get out. So I don't see how a 157-pound guy is gonna get out once you're on top of him like that.
Yep. Match 3. First thing I want to go over with this guy. He firemans me here. Well done. I've been working on the fireman. My dad actually told me with firemans, something I've got to look for is when they go under me, I could actually maybe throw them on their back. And so next time a guy firemans me, I'm going to look for that and see if I could pin him off of that. Kind of get them in a crucifix like I did the other guy at the beginning. Yeah. But hey, I pinned that guy. Can you believe that? That guy took 4th place at my first tournament. Here I am. I haven't placed at a tournament yet. And I pinned that guy. Pinning that guy showed me, like, wow, I could really pin some of the best guys out there. I probably ruined that guy's whole Christmas break, okay? He was in the cons bracket with me. And he lost to one guy, and I don't think he expected to go 2 and out, but, you know, I'm just that guy. Here we go. He slide-bys me, does the Caden Henschel special. Boom. And this is going to be a reoccurring theme of the match as this guy continues to take me down. Over and over again. Escape. Oh, this is kind of a cool sequence. Go for this. I thought I was going to get taken down rewatching it. But, look, he got nothing. And then, I like this sequence here. I like this sequence here. I think that was planned. So, I rolled out of this.
Yep, he tried to throw you on your back.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Yeah. I can't remember if he threw me or if I spun out. End of the period. Escape. I roll through. Actually get out. Yep, roll through. I actually get out. We both kind of shot at that. I'm glad I kind of dodged it, but he got his fireman's again. So sucker slide by and fireman's, that's kind of his thing. So the guy's got a good game. I can definitely respect it. Neutral. Here's his other slide by. There we go again. Matt returns me. Coach talks with me. I get top. Then
Yeah.
right here I could have got him. I was trying to pin him right here, but dang it, he got out.
Get to go to the legs.
He gets a single leg right about here. Or maybe he gets a single leg right here. I tried to bury your hips. That's what you said.
Yeah, I get it. Try to get an arm in front, which is difficult, but...
Oh, yeah. Peel his head. I could have done better at that. Head down. Yeah, I wasn't really on his head either. So I tried knee sliding. My teammate Christian's really good at this. Well, how good do you think I am at the knee slide? Based off of this clip right here. I mean, the donkey kick knee slide, not really, but on bottom I do all right.
Yep, find something. Find something.
Oh, let's give some appreciation to this flurry. It's short time, I'm looking for something.
Come on. Don't let him get around behind you. Yep, yep. Find something. Come on, you gotta hit something.
What does he do now?
Put your leg back.
Kind of like his slide by. It's probably similar mechanics.
Hands.
So then he texts me right here, but I don't realize the match is over. Yeah, he texts me right here, but I don't realize the match is over. Whoops. But then I do. That's the thing. I tried to be respectful, but sometimes I don't know when the whistle blows. So, yeah, I went 1-2 again. Third flipping tournament in a row. Remember my goal? I wanted to go at least 2-2, baseline goal. And I didn't. So, yeah. So after this tournament, I was really discouraged. Disappointed. Maybe that's a better word. Yeah. So over Christmas break's already finished by now, but I worked really hard this Christmas break because I was tired of it. And so my New Year's resolution, guys, here's my New Year's resolution. My 2 goals: I want to have a better sleep schedule. I want to doom scroll less, spend way less time on my phone because I stay up for hours watching YouTube videos and just dumb stuff on my phone, way too much time. And then my 3 goals, this is what those 2 resolutions are going to help me accomplish, but these are the 3 things I'm looking at. I want to place at my next wrestling tournaments. 1 tournament, more than 1 tournament. I want to place at these tournaments. I've only got a few more. I want to place at these tournaments. I want to keep up this YouTube thing because it's super fun and I mean, might become something great. You never know. And 3, I want to go to the temple at least 12 times this year, and that's my goals for 2025. So let's see if I can place at the next tournament. Yeah.
Nice.
Here's the team. This is a cool video. I love my team. We're really close. Fahad's running. Oh, and we're holding pizza. And then we had a good time at the tournament. After the tournament, we kind of used this as a vacation, family vacation to Portland. Oh, speaking of father-son time, this would be a good clip to end the video off on.
Here we go.
The sign that says do not climb on trees.
What? Where?
Right there.
Hurry.
Before you're caught.
Yeah. Dad, get.
Babe, get.
Oh.
Get. Babe.
Wait. Lock hands. Lock hands. You go up, I go down.
Babe, I love your dad bod. You're so hot.
Hurry.
I'm not going to put
Yeah.
that
Are you flexing, babe?
on. Okay. So this was the legend Zakin at the CCC Open. Thanks for watching, guys. More videos coming, and I appreciate having my dad in here. And I guess I'll just use this time to say I don't just appreciate him helping out with this video. My dad, he's been a coach for me all the way through. Okay, his story. He's never wrestled in high school, but he's always done fighting, always done combat sports. He's always hung out with wrestlers, football players. In his 20s and up to 30 years old, he was really into boxing, did a little bit of jiu-jitsu, just all sorts of things. And so, when I was 15 years old, this is how the story began. My high school PE teacher was also the wrestling coach. And he was like, "Man, Zakin, you've got a motor on you," as I was whipping around the track doing 3 miles in PE class. Meanwhile, I had cross-country practice later that day. And so he was like, "How about you come and join the wrestling team?" And that's where the legend began. And I sucked at wrestling when I first started. My freshman year, I got dominated. Over and over again, I got beat. It wasn't until my 5th match until I finally won, but I just stuck with it, guys. In my senior year, I got pretty good. I made school history. Maybe I'll make a video on that tournament. I didn't place at state, but I was dang close and, had a good senior year. Now I'm a college wrestler, and I'm still doing pretty good. So, you could suck at something when you first start, but if you stick with it, you're bound to go somewhere, okay? I made these videos saying if you have a strong heart, you're going to go somewhere. And that's absolute truth. If your heart's motivated towards something, it's going to go towards what it's motivated for. If it's motivated towards good things, like placing at tournaments, like achieving your dream of being a doctor one day, or for me, being a teacher and a coach, if it's motivated towards family, being a good sibling, being a good husband, whatever you are, then that's what it's going to go towards. But if you have your heart focused on vain things, then you're just going to end up really achieving those vain things, and in my opinion, never tasting of true happiness. But along this whole journey of me trying to, do awesome things, I've always had a very supportive and amazing dad. When I started my wrestling journey, I may have struggled, but my dad was there as a coach because he was so happy his son was finally in a combat sport. And he supported me with my cross country running too. But when I joined wrestling, he was always there, like almost every practice. The more and more I wrestled, the more and more he was there. And I just always appreciated him. We had so many times where we'd stay after practice for hours and just work on technique. Practice would end at 6. We wouldn't get done working till 7 sometimes. So yeah.
Yep.
And I appreciate him having my back at the college
Hundreds,
scene too.
maybe thousands of hours of me blasting shots, double legs, and whatever I could get.
Whatever my weakness is.
And eventually it got to where it wasn't very fun shooting double legs on him because you'd get punished. And that was rough for me, but it made me happy because I knew that if he could do that to me, he was going to do that to other guys too. And that's what happens a lot.
Yep.
So, lots of fun.
Have a good heart, guys. And look for the Lord's light in your life, because if you know he's lighting the path before you, then you need not to fear, because the Lord's got your back, right? If you know he's leading you on a journey, then why fear? The Lord will never not accomplish the things which he has set for you. So yeah, link arms, Dad. I don't know how, but link arms. Hoorah! This is the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. So as a side note, guys, after pinning that guy, I felt like this. And this.